Today we're looking at DpsMoira, a Gold 5 Lifeweaver. They requested this review on the Overwatch University subreddit, where they wrote, "Hi, I'm a Gold 5 support player, and I've been hard stuck gold since I started playing Overwatch, April last year. I have 220 hours in the game, 35 are in competitive. I main Moira, have 50 hours on her, but sometimes it feels like her healing and damage aren't enough to win games, so I started picking up Lifeweaver. I have 10 hours on him. This is one of the first comp games where I only played Lifeweaver, and I wanted to know how I could improve. Thank you." Yeah, so you're still relatively new. It's just going to take a little bit more playtime, but I'll definitely try to give you some pointers in this game, so we'll get right into it. First thing we always want to do is take a look at our team comp. So we got Mauga, Widow Soldier, Lifeweaver Moira. Okay, so you're running a Mauga comp. He's going to need a little bit of babysitting, so I definitely want you paying attention to him. You know, especially if he goes deep with the charge, you might need to life grip him to safety if need be. But otherwise, your whole team should be just really trying to follow up on what he does. One good thing you can do as Lifeweaver on this map is one of Mauga's weaknesses is he can't really address issues on high ground. So you can use the Petal Platform to bring him on and the team up, say on this first point, on the second point. That could be just really helpful for, helping your team clear the high ground and win the fights. Yeah, your soldier's a little deep there. But we do get the Ana, so... Yeah, good evasiveness. Especially early on when your team's not crit, you could even think about going for a little bit more damage yourself, even as Lifeweaver. Yeah, so we got the supports. Our team is pushing up. I want to see you, instead of hanging out here, I want to see you push up with them. Okay, you're taking the high ground. You just want to be a little careful. You're exposed. You know, they have a Hanzo who could one-shot you. See where he is. Honestly, yeah, I would DPS and finish him off, but... Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. You don't want to be so exposed here, especially, they have a Hanzo who can burst you down quickly. I think it would be better to just rotate low ground with your team. You know, if the Hanzo needs to be addressed, like I said, you could use the Petal Platform to get your teammates up there. Even go up there yourself and finish him off if you see he's low. But yeah, just be very careful about where you're exposed from. You want to just use some cover and just play tighter to walls, especially against those one-shot heroes.
Familiar sting of failure. Irrepressible.
Yeah, be careful. So yeah, same thing. You just want to be careful about just straight up dueling him like that.
It's not embarrassing if you're shameless.
Honestly, unless he's right in your face and you can just quickly burst him down, because Lifeweaver does pretty good damage up close. Any sort of distance, I just try to really avoid him. This is fine. Once again, you could go for a little bit more damage as need be. Good heals, though. You're really only using the Petal Platform for yourself so far, but there hasn't really been a need for it otherwise. One thing you could do, though, to think about enabling your team, we could see your soldier has high ground. Just throwing it to give him, some nice vision for the visor, that could be really good. Things you could think about. Fortunately, he dies there. Maybe we could have gripped him, but it happens. Yeah, this is better. So you see that like Hanzo's not looking at you. He's looking at your Tracer. You go in to assist and finish off the kill. That is good. Instead of straight up dueling him, following up on what your team does. That's what I want to say. Good evasiveness too. You could throw up the tree here if necessary. You probably don't need it, actually. Yeah, the diva just loses track of you. Yeah, apart from the Hanzo, you're very good at evading threats. And nice try. You have to be really careful about the placement with the Petal Platform. Yeah, even like there, I would have thought about just the diva, baby diva was up close. I would have just thought about like just shooting her because maybe you like Lifeweaver does insane damage right up close. You might have been able to kill her.
A big hug for large friend.
It's okay though. Yeah, definitely finish off this Lucio. Yeah, it's a little tough because your team, yeah, like your Tracer's dead. Where's the rest of your team? Okay, your Soldier's coming back. Your Moira's on the way. This is a little bit tough for you guys to win against, you know, against basically the whole enemy team. Reaper's over there. He just killed the Tracer. But other than that, yeah, you could back up a little bit. Okay, that right there, it looks like you were kind of just waiting for the cooldown to come back. You know, let's actually back it up a little bit. So see how, like, you know, you're 2 seconds to the Petal Platform. You're kind of just looking at the ground. Kind of, you know, basically AFK waiting for that cooldown to come back. If you really want to impact games, Overwatch is a lot about APM. Instead of, you know, waiting for your cooldowns, I would just think about just looking around, going for some healing, going for some damage, just trying to do as many actions as possible. You don't want to just, even in those couple seconds of inactivity, can really impact your games, especially as you climb. But I do like this. You're giving your Soldier the high ground, and that's perfect. He pops the visor. Yeah, turn and look at him, but looks like he's got things taken care of. Yeah, nice play by you. You could even think, like, if you use voice, you could try to think about, like, communicating with your team as far as where you're going to put the Petal Platform. So, you know, maybe in certain scenarios, you could just use that for them instead of having to go up to high ground and life grip them. You know, you could save that life grip for maybe saving a teammate if necessary. Yeah, your Maga kind of got burst down there fast. Yeah, good evasiveness. Yeah, we kind of gotta... You can poke, you can just farm your ult, but other than that, we kind of just gotta play careful until our tank comes back. Yeah. So you guys are kind of staggering right now, but I do like how you're recognizing that the fight's not winnable and, like, you know, there's threats and you're backing up. Your team just needs to do the same. Try to break the junk trap. I'd be careful about straight up dueling him. Unless he just misses all the shots and lets you kill him. That was good by you. Yeah, good pull. Yeah, we could definitely think about, like, you know, throwing the tree up ahead just to give us a little bit of cover and also just allow us to push up to that space. Okay. Honestly, you could have thrown it up even a little bit farther just so you guys could continue pushing up, taking the space, and still getting advantage of it. But that's fine too. We use coal too, which I don't know about that, but yeah, nice try. I think you were trying to go for the Maga there for the pull, but you didn't get it in time. It happens.
Healing here at your convenience.
Look at me go!
The warmth of firelight.
Yeah. It looks like we basically lost this fight, so I just want to back up a little bit and see what happens. I want to go basically up to where you used the tree. We'll go here. Yeah, Tracer dies early. That's not good.
Life protects life.
And yeah, the fact that we use both support ults kind of hurts us. You definitely want to pay attention to your Maga here. I think taking the high ground is really smart. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little tough. I think the big thing there was, I think you personally, I think if we put up the Tree of Life a little bit farther, that might have been a little more beneficial, especially as we saw our Maga was really pushing up far. He could have got more benefit to that, but otherwise, it was just, you know, your Tracer died early. We didn't spread out our support ults. Moira cold right as you Tree of Life. Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but nice try though. Okay.
I'm truly humbled. There's so many enemies. Thank you so much.
Yeah, your Tracer's having a very tough time. Nice. Yeah, back away. Back away from this. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it might have been better to back away a little bit sooner, and then maybe we could have life griffed somebody there. Because it's like, when a Reaper's like wraithing in like that, it's just, you know he's gonna blossom. Yeah. So a couple things we could have done here and there, but yeah, good plays by you overall. I definitely want to see you paying a little bit more attention to, like, you know, things like, for example, that Reaper there. I think we could have, definitely, if we had been able to save at least one teammate there from that Blossom, I think that could have had a major impact in the fight. Just recognize when people are, like, pushing in to ult like that, for sure. But, let's, over here. Yep. Just be prepared to... So you got a hog now? Okay. So you lose your Widow. Yeah, she kind of gets burst down fast, but just be prepared to pull your hog up the high ground if need be. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, I was going to say, Hanzo's looking at you. So it's like what we talked about before. Against characters that can really burst you down quickly, especially one-shot characters like Hanzo and Widow, you cannot be out in the open. Even after they reduced Lifeweaver's hitbox, it's still relatively big compared to most other supports. So it's a very easy shot for them, for those heroes. You have to be really careful about, like, just playing cover, playing corners. Not just finding yourself out in the open.
Stop it. Healing here at your convenience.
Echo here.
A touch of regrowth.
Yeah, be prepared to back up if need be. Junkrat was kind of looking at you.
Stay near.
I think your Moira was fine there, honestly. Like, she had fade. And then she goes right into a junk trap, but... So, like, right there, we might have been able to use Life Grip on Hog instead. Just, you got to pay attention to your teammates' cooldowns and assess their own level of survivability based on the hero they are. Like, Moira, you know, she has fade. If she's using that properly and managing that, she shouldn't need your Life Grip too much. So just try to pay attention to whether or not she has that cooldown. You know, if you see her fade and she's still under a lot of pressure, Life Gripping her then could be good. But yeah, otherwise, I want to see you just hold on to that ability, track your teammates' cooldowns, and yeah.
Ash here.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
We want to try to back out of here.
Something for the stick.
Nice job. I hear the Hanzo. You want to be careful. Yeah. Get away from him. Yeah, just back around the corner. You could, like, ping him to your team. Let him know he's back there.
We're outnumbered.
Yeah. Nice try. Once again, I mean, if you're gonna, like, shoot him, it might just be better to use a little bit more cover. You know, you kind of dashed out in the open and we're right here. Even just doing a little bit of chip damage, backing up, trying to see when he shoots his arrows. You know, maybe you can, like, sort of peek out to try to bait out the arrow, and you know, then you can use that as an opportunity to poke out and shoot him as he's reloading, or as he's charging up again, I should say. Like, you can actually, like, especially like with Hanzo and Widow, you can play around their you can figure out the timing of their shots and play around that pretty well. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I explained it very well. Yeah, so right there, you're just, once again, standing out in the open right against a Hanzo. You can't be doing that as Lifeweaver. You have to be really, really careful. You know, you got to be, like, playing, like, see where he is, try to figure out where he is, and try to just play at an angle where he can't see you.
Back again from healing here, at your convenience.
Get ready for the shot.
I can heal you here. Life protects life.
Yeah, good tree. We gotta stall this. I do like how you take high ground and you try to stay, like, very safe.
Take cover.
Very good. Get away from Diva. Yeah, nice job rotating. You could even think about taking, like, the opposite high ground once you get your Petal Platform back. You know, play where Soldier is. That I think that would be a good spot as the enemy team's pushing forward. Nice try. Junkrat gave you the high ground there. Good evasiveness. Keep trying to heal. Be prepared to Life Grip if necessary.
Hello.
Yeah, you got to, once again, you got to be so careful against the Hanzo. Like, especially, like, you're just firing that lane. You're not hitting anybody, but you are alerting Hanzo's attention to your position. So now he's going to be, you know, waiting for you and seeking you out here. So I would just, especially now that you've done that, be really careful about re-peeking this area.
I can heal you here. Healing here, at your convenience.
Yeah, this is a little tough because you're It looked like you were rotating to DPS, but this is time that you're not helping your team. Like your Magus crit, he needs your help. Yeah, be a little careful. Yeah, you were a little, once again, you're a little exposed there. Hanzo seeking you out. It might even be better to just play in like on this low ground where you have, you have cover you can duck behind. Honestly, against a Hanzo, especially when he knows where you are, it can be really tough, like playing these high ground areas where, you are a little more exposed and you don't have as much cover.
60 seconds
Really?
remaining.
I can hear you here.
Yeah, okay. Nice job. I think, yeah, the big thing there was just, the Hanzo was kind of eating you up a little bit. So I just want you to just pay a little bit more attention to whether or not they have heroes like that who can burst you down quickly. Like I said before, Lifeweaver has a fairly large hitbox, so it's easy for them to hit the shots on you. You want to pay attention to the angles they're controlling. You could scout quickly, figure out where they are, and try to play where you're not exposed to them. Definitely, I would try to avoid getting in their face and dueling them unless like they push into you and you're forced to. And even then, just focus more on evasion and trying to time their shots and play around that. That could be really good. And then, yeah, apart from that, I use the Petal Platform for yourself quite a bit. You could always think about using it to enable your team, to get your teammates to high ground. You were doing some good plays like what we talked about with, you Petal Platformed yourself up to high ground, then you life grip the soldier. You could always think about just, maybe communicating with him that you're going to put the Petal Platform down and then you guys could take it together. Then you could save the life grip. Things you could think about. That's all I have for now. Let me know if you have any questions. If anyone would like to request a VOD review, check the link in the description, and best of luck with your climb.